And welcome back to another fun and exciting week here in the world of Mundus. It's going to be a good one. I have plans. I always have plans. Um,
Uh-oh.
He only ever has plans.
I mean,
What's a plan?
somebody's. Well, It's something that we try to do very frequently, and it never happens the way you think it will. But you know. So, to begin with, so that we can just
Okay, I'm back.
get right into it. Everything we're gonna go ahead and do a recap. I swear I didn't try to say three different sentences right there. Who remembers what we did last week?
All I can think of is Kadia running into the woods and getting attacked by a bunch of wolves.
I
did
didn't run
happen.
into the wolves. I walked.
That did happen, but that was at the end of the session. What happened in the beginning and the middle?
I think we spent like most of the session healing Dinok's uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Is there any
that was like the
information-
first hour and a half.
But there was a
Okay.
good reason why it took so long.
So, can you give me more details on that?
Yes.
No.
Councilman Jor was there, and he's one of the guys suspected of striking a deal with an otherworldly entity.
Oh. What did you
Of course,
cure
me with
for,
my-
for Dinok's uncle?
Vampirism. In the early stages before he became a full vampire or something, using remove curse.
I want to say it was stage 3 vampirism. Stage 4
During
being
it was the
the death
only
curse.
stage that it can be cured.
That is true. Just because that was kind of a team effort, I'm going to go ahead and say, for those of you who do not have a point of inspiration, go ahead and take one.
Oh,
Okay, cool. I mean, there were some other finer details in there that we missed, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's not a big deal. If you want to know, go back and check out the archives. If they're not on the Twitch here, they're on the Big Ripper YouTube channel. And I'm pretty sure I have most of them edited to the point where the breaks aren't jogging or forever long. So
One of the minor details that they didn't mention is that Dinok nearly shit himself when he realized who it was standing over his uncle.
I mean, that's very true, but that's because Dinok, being the brains of the group, put 2 and 2 together a lot faster than the rest of the party. Granted, you also have a little bit more information to work with.
Yes.
So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into tonight's episode. And we're going to start it off strong with Dinok.
Uh-oh.
I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, what? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Ah!
Okay. Easy enough. Alrighty. Because you guys had taken a long rest at the end of the last episode. So, you guys have a long rest. There does not seem to be any issues or complications.
Just love it when you say seem. Makes me shit myself every single time.
So you're saying
And that
I've
is why
learned
he
to channel
does
that.
it.
So you're saying I've learned to become
Like-
a DM. Excellent. Alrighty. With that being said and done and on the record now, you guys have an easy night for the most part. However,
I slept like a rock.
first thing in the morning, you guys are awoken by the rapid pounding of somebody knocking on your door. This as your guys'
What the hell, Cardin? Keep it down!
As your guys' eyes
I'm not doing
snap
shit.
open, as your guys' eyes snap open and you guys begin to jump out of bed and this and that, Denock, as your eyes open and you begin coming to, you hear Zalpip's voice in your.
Oh shit.
Denock, my boy, there seems to be a set of a group of giants heading in your direction. Trying to warn you ahead of time. That's all there is to it.
Oh
Cardin
shit.
quickly says, which direction?
That's all in
Please.
Denock's head.
Put on our
Okay.
sides and goes, it better not be frickin' wolves again.
Do you go and answer the door?
Yeah.
Yep. You go to the door and open it, and there you see a guard who is covered in sweat and appears to be doing like that anime sweating kind of nervously thing. And he's just like giants. And he's like pointing towards where the front of the Laputa would be.
Giant what? Giant wolf? Again?
No, just straight up giants.
How do you know?
Zalpip sent me a message, apparently.
Oh. Did you say giant with an S?
Yup.
Oh. That's not
Well-
good. Send word to the men. We need to have people up on the ballast stay up top.
Right away, and he begins running, and you guys hear a lot of commotion as you guys are doing this. What do you do? What do you and your group do?
Oh, I'm gonna gather my gear.
My question is, what time is it?
It's early morning. Like, the sun has just begun to rise for you guys.
Wunderbar. Then that means I haven't cast my spell yet.
No, but it takes an action to do. You could do it now if you desired.
When I step outside.
Okay. Do you guys head to the front gate, or do you guys head to the to like an upper level?
I'm gonna go to an upper level.
Yep. You run upstairs and are positioning yourself in a area. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Katya, as you are the first one acting here.
Perception. Oh no. Mod 1.
You trip and fall on your way to the upper deck, and we'll come back to you. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to the front gate.
Yeah, I'm going to the front gate as well.
Okay. Garden?
I would like to go outside.
All right, so the rest of you guys are going to the front gate. You guys get to the front gate, and you guys, as the gate opens, you guys look out, and standing practically just inside the tree line, which you guys know is practically just out of range for things like bows and arrows and most of your spells. It's about 100 and it's between like 150 and 200 feet away. It's real rough in that area. You believe the ballista and I think I just put the ballista and other heavy artillery that is on the roof of the Laputa they were within range, but it will take a few minutes before they are ready to fire. However,
I'm gonna help them make ready as soon as I get there.
however, you can see a group of about 10 giants standing kind of at the edge of this tree line, and Cardin and Valinar, you guys would notice this first. You guys would pick up on this first with you guys having the highest passive perception. Every single one of them appears to have some kind of knapsack.
Huh.
Interesting.
Garden, he like sort of points to like the knapsack and he's like, I wonder what they have those for. But it's more like, what are those?
What are those?
Mm-hmm. You guys, so Dinoc, you're relatively. I'm not even going to make you make a check in this, just because you have time to look and you have time and you already know, basically the hierarchy of giants. Standing before you, you see 2 hill giants, 5 stone giants,
Oh.
2 fire giants, and
Oh.
one cloud giant. And as he kind of sees you guys step forward, he steps forward away from the tree lining, bearing no bag, no weapons, no hostile intent in a regard. But he does stride forward a few steps, and he calls out, "In common, we're looking for the ones who control this here fortress. Speak your names." He kind of gestures to the fortress.
We ask why you want to know first.
He kind of looks back to the giants and then back down to you, and he goes, "We want to make deal. We want out of here. This is our way out." And he gestures to the Laputa.
I didn't know giants were Russian.
Not Russian, but whatever.
Giants are
That's
very
what it
Russian.
sounds like to me.
Anyway,
New headcanon, giant is Russian.
duh. Anyway, your guys' response.
I'm Cotton.
Cardin.
Cotton.
And the little dragon.
I am Dinoc Alokvik.
And are you the one in charge?
No, we are a group who make decisions together. Cardin
Also-
here is one of the group.
At this point in time, Katya, you would make it to the top and see this conversation happening. Continue.
Holy
Dina.
shit, there's giants!
I call up to Katya. Yes, Katya! And they may be friendly! That's Katya, by the way.
Kind of like looks up a little bit.
I give like a sheepish wave.
At the very top, when you're on the top of the Laputa, you are technically looking down at them.
Huh.
Probably the first time you've been taller than somebody.
I know. Well,
And
actually, I've been quite
anyway.
taller than a lot of people.
So-
And these two here are Valinar and John.
Kind of nods and he goes, "We do not want to fight, but we want to leave. Bodor has been... He's out of control.
We've heard.
He has a terrible plan to attack the city," and he gestures behind him, "tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Him and all giants from Mountain will storm city, destroy everything. Mostly."
Oh no.
Can you give us as many details as possible?
I can. There's not much.
In exchange for safe passage.
We can make that do. We can give what we know. And he gestures. These two, and he gestures to the fire giants, primarily spent their time at the forge. Fodor will not let those leave very willingly. They are very bad off as they have left. They can no longer return. So, and I will say, as a gesture of goodwill, I have brought something for you small folk. And he turns and he grabs a smaller bag, and to him he's like pinching it between his thumb and forefinger, and you can see that the bag is kind of hangs and it's got some heft to it. And he brings it close to you guys, but he knows better than to get too close. He stops about maybe 60 feet away from you, just lightly tosses you guys, or tosses a bag towards you guys. And as it rolls and comes to a stop, you guys look at it for a minute, confused. Valinar and Cardin, once again, actually, all of you guys have high enough passive perceptions, you would see that. You watch as it moves a little bit, ever so faintly. Fodor took this one out of curiosity and call it a bad will of habit. And I'm going to bring in a guest.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I believe I can do this. Just a second here, guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
A guest. I wonder what he means by guest.
I'm gonna assume, a guest.
A guest player? A guest character?
Oh,
well, given that he introduced someone to the tavern, we're gonna have someone join our chat.
Uh-oh.
that is correct.
Uh-oh.
As soon as I can figure out how to do that.
Well, there's a little button on here that says invite friends. If you're friends with them, you should be able to invite them. Maybe?
I think I have it. We're just waiting on them.
So really, Ginger missing out isn't a huge ordeal here because we get somebody to kind of help us out anyway.
I mean, he's still there. He obviously he's not here tonight though, guys. It's just he's
Yes.
not feeling the greatest. Did say that if he felt better, he might join in, but I don't know if that'll happen or when that would be.
So I guess while you guys try and untie
I'm
the
just-
sack so we can reveal who this person is, I'm going to ask the giants.
You're still on the roof.
I know. Doesn't mean I can't shout. Where exactly do you plan on going? I don't think any of you will fit in our fortress.
Okay.
Kadia, look at where you're standing.
I'm standing on the roof.
Of a cloud giant fortress.
Don't we still have, like, magicians that do, mold earth?
Yeah.
We can create room if we need to. Just a thought.
It's my fault.
Do you need help
Why
with
is this bag
permissions?
tied so tight?
No, I think I got it. I just waiting on them to try again.
Okay.
So yeah, you're literally standing on a fortress that was created by giants for giants. Ah, there they are.
Hello?
Hello.
Welcome.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Welcome. Everybody in the audience, this is KD. Will be joining us for a while here on this Mundus game. As you guys pull the bag open, you see this. Actually, do you just want to describe your character?
Oh gosh, let's see.
Katie?
It's been a while since I created my character.
Yeah, I'm aware. There is some artwork. If you want to base it off of that, I'll resend it to you real quick. I'll just use the Discord since I have that up still. So
Okay.
there's that. You can use it off of that and try and show the audience. I can.
I'm sorry about that. As soon as you joined, my Discord freaked out and kicked me out. It's like, oh no!
Welcome, Katie, to Rona's issues with Discord in general.
Yeah, it could not have been better timed.
Yes. So from what I have, it is you got brown hair, kind of pulled back into a ponytail, and just so that you're aware here, Katie, you have been held in their fortress for quite a while, several months now, and
Yeah.
you guys and you have been in and out of consciousness practically the entire time. You have been kind of a little bit of a plaything for Fodor and any other curious giants.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
So, but you have been able to, the rest of your kind of history, I will leave for you to describe later as it comes up. But for the time being, do you want to go ahead and just share with everyone what your character may look like?
Yeah, so I'm a dwarf and a mountain dwarf if I remember correctly. And yeah, so like you said, I've got hair, brown hair, long brown hair that's pulled back in a ponytail, and as a dwarf is, pretty short and stout. I don't have any weapons anymore because they all got taken from me. But my my clothing is kind of just I have like light arm. Actually, do I have armor anymore?
No, you do not, because it's been taken as well.
Okay, well,
and giants are not the smartest things in the world. They're not going to be like, I'm taking this person and all of their stuff. It's, I'm taking this person, we got to go. Not to mention your stuff probably would have been kept in a different location than. So.
Right. So, I mean, without my armor, I'm not really sure what I'd be wearing then.
You'd be wearing
Hopefully
like,
something.
Like it would be like a loose tunic. It wouldn't be anything extravagant or super nice. But it would.
You're wearing the prisoner's clothes from Skyrim.
Yeah, kind of.
There you go.
And it's just been a very bad time for the last couple of months for you.
Great, yeah, I can imagine so.
the tunic that was probably once originally white has been stained, probably I guess like a yellowish color from sweat and even red from some blood, as it's probably something you have worn for a very long time now in a very warm environment. And
Sounds
it's
super glamorous.
Mm-hmm. And as
If.
you and you are kind of dizzy for all intents and purposes. You are not at 100%. You're kind of dazed. After all, you have been carried in a sack by literally like a sack of potatoes by a giant for probably the last 2 hours or so.
And you were just
And,
yeeted.
and then you were just kind
Yeah.
of tossed probably 25, 30 feet, impacting and rolling a little bit. You're not gonna take damage from it, but it was very disorienting. And as you kind of come to, you see this group of a dragonborn, a human, a half orc, and probably another human kind of looking down at you with a giant in the background, and then this massive stone fortress behind the group, towering over even the giants. So that is what you see as you come to.
Great.
By the way, you never mentioned your gender.
Oh, I'm a female. I'm a girl.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
We've
we
got
don't
a guy
assume
who's-
anything here.
Oh yeah, because Katia.
yeah.
Katia.
Nadia.
Did one of us say my name? I don't remember.
No.
No.
Don't think so.
Okay. It's let me look. It's been a while. Okay, my name is Asta. So
But
I bet
kinda
you get to
just
ask
sit
that
up
a lot.
you just sit up and introduce
Okay,
yourself?
it's official. First one of the night.
Is this the mage hand? Yep.
it's spelled
Where's my
ASCA,
bonk noise?
by the way.
Oh, Aska. Oh, really? Really?
And I don't have a way to really show it in the artwork off, really. So, you guys will just have to. Actually, wait a minute. Can I do this? Will that leave the photo? I don't know. Oh, it will. Cool. Ta-da.
Did you do it?
Did. It's not as big, but ta-da. What we got to work with.
Close enough.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, AD is joining
Put it
us.
in the arty shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can do that.
I
later.
didn't see anything.
Well, I just showed stream. I don't actually have the picture because she uploaded it. So
Ooh.
there you go. Actually, you know what I can do? I can do this. Do this.
Screen
Hopefully-
capture.
Did it load? But anyway.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Neat.
Yeah. After you get the artwork, just close off it.
Okay.
So do you just kind of sit up and introduce yourself? Is that what you do?
Okay. So first of all, so I come to, and what do I see again?
You see this group of 4 people kind of surrounding you with a giant on one side of them, and then behind them you see this massive fortress that's even taller than the giant.
And I'm up on top of that.
I wouldn't say she sees you from way up.
Probably not.
I know she's got a decent passive, but I don't think it's that high. Yeah, no, not that high. So that's what you see as you kind of come to. And then, like I said before, people who might be wondering why she isn't appearing down here below, she does not have Wi-Fi at the moment, so she's very theater of the mind and using her own dice. So
Wow. Overachiever.
Oh, at least for tonight. All right. So that's what you see as you kind of sit up and are looking around. You have at least 4 people looking over you. One of them is a black-scaled dragonborn. One of them is human-looking with a pair of glasses. The other human-looking one is kind of rough and tumble, got long red hair and a beard to match. And then the other one is a half orc who is wearing this heavy plate armor, and just looks. He's got like that resting bitch face kind of a look. So that's what you see as you kind of come to, and the bag is removed from your head.
Okay, and like, how far away are the giants, like, from this group of us right now?
The closest one is probably 30 feet or so.
Gotcha. Okay, well, my first reaction is probably, just to kind of like jerk back and put my hands up in front of my face, like ready to fight, because I don't know what to expect, and I don't know who these people are.
You launch to your feet, kind of taking up a defensive stance facing the giants, sort of back towards the party, but at the same time turning to keep an eye on them as well, because you're not sure who they are.
Exactly, yeah.
Whoa. No need for that. Apparently they saved you from... Where did you save her from again?
I don't remember. Where...
I was talking to the giant on it.
The giants.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's my
that's
fault.
also trying to look up.
The giants are from the mountain here on.
I know, but I was asking if they had a name for the place.
Oh, I think I have that written down somewhere. 1 second. Fodor refers to it as the Hellbelly Mountain.
Hell's
Hell's
Oh
Belly.
boy, we've got an edgelord.
Exactly what we needed.
We need more edgelords.
Anyways,
Right.
okay.
Well,
How long were you in that bag?
Like, I think, I don't know, let's see. How long was I
A
in
few
bed?
hours.
Okay.
Few hours. To your best guess. It was dark when you came out. It's day now, so or it's starting to get light. So, a couple hours probably. You think?
Okay, yeah, probably.
You feel okay, or are you like out of it? Because that can,
I kind of just like shake my head a little bit, kind of wake up and don't want to seem like I'm out of it, because like I don't want you guys to think that I'm like off my guard or whatever, and because I still don't know you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not like on death's door or anything. You're just kind of tired of being shackled and tossed around. And right now, you are not shackled or being tossed around. So, you feel pretty good. You'd feel better if you had, weapons and armor on, but,
How long have you been in that bag?
I just kind of look up at the
We-
sky. And I'm
we-
like, well, a while. Like it was dark when I went in that thing, so it's probably been a few hours.
Pardon, do not make me regret giving you a point of inspiration. Ugh, boy.
and now we see why Cardin is the best character for blind. They have the same intelligence.
They're the same person half the time. Only one of them is stronger. Anyway.
And that same one is sometimes just a hair smarter than the actual other one.
Did you just say the same one?
Yeah.
So, what do you guys do from here? You can tell that this dwarven lady is on her guard and just watching what happens. And at this point, you can see the cloud giant retreat several paces, almost back to the tree line. And as you look, Asta, to the rest of the giants, none of them seem to be hostile. Most of them are carrying knapsacks, and others, like, there are some that have weapons. The fire giants, in particular, have some nasty looking great swords, but they are sheathed and they are not even remotely acting like they're preparing to draw them at all. Like, the fire giants at this point are basically sitting kind of in the shade with the great sword strapped to their back, and they're currently like looking through their provisions, their knapsacks, and kind of conversing with one another about what is transpiring.
All right, everyone on the roof, stand down.
Hey, I'm up here. I'm the one giving orders. Everybody, stand down.
You're the only one on the roof.
No. Akati looks around. I've got other guards up here. I didn't come up here alone. I did say make ready the siege weapons.
I mean, there are a few. There are a couple that have like turned the ballistae, yeah, and like they have been loaded and no, the ballistae, right? Anyway, they've been turned and loaded, and like they're ready to fire at this point. But when they have been told to stand down, they begin the process of standing down. They did not wait for you to tell them to stand down. They don't want to fight 10 giants.
I feel like there's gonna be one guy who's just like, "Oh, I never get to use this thing."
So. Did they say she was like one of the? People or something?
Yeah, I think so.
One of the toys or playthings or whatever?
She's practically the only one.
Okay.
That would have been explained. Yeah.
Okay.
There were others, but they died. The reason why why Fodor found her so entertaining was because she lasted so long. That dwarven constitution giving.
Oh my.
I am just going to scale that encounter a little bit. Don't mind me.
Shit.
She was a little bit more resilient and had, enough fight in her to not die after just being backhanded by something. So they found her entertaining. For most giants, if they were to smack a commoner, their bones turn to dust. But with a dwarf, it's a little different. So that's why she's still alive and why they found her so entertaining.
Well, either way, we're going to have to deal with him.
Fodor has become a menace to all giants here. Those who are still there have stayed out of fear for his strength.
I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Is he still an idiot?
Who?
Fodor.
I mean, he's not dumb. I know that, but he's not the smartest of giant kind, but he's not dumb.
Okay.
Find the stat block. Oh wait, never mind. He is dumb.
Step away for a sec.
I mean, Fodor has always favored strength over reading, but an idiot, even an idiot is right occasionally.
Looks over to Cardin and goes, "Yeah, occasionally."
I mean, fair.
The information that they can provide you.
Just like shrugs.
So the giants are going to provide you with a bit of information, but they also want you to make sure that you guys take care of the dwarven individual. They're like, see to her and then come back. We give details on what we can, and you guys can make plans. So for the time being, the giants are going to kind of fall back a little bit and kind of use their might in order to prevent anything from really attacking you guys if something were to, and just kind of eat some of their own rations and provisions. So I give you guys time to talk with the guest.
So, we didn't catch your name. Hold on.
Damn it, Discord.
Can't catch your name.
Yeah, I kind of just look around, still looking at you guys kind of suspicious like, but I'm just like, the name's Asta.
Right.
Asta.
And then I go, who's asking?
How long have you waited for that joke?
Probably since either about the same time or before I made it.
Anyways, I am Dinok Alokvik. This is Cardin. That's John. There's Valnar. And the one you heard up on the roof is Katya. We own this fortress. And are trying to get back to our individual homes.
I see. Okay. So how
suppose
did
there's
you
no reason.
all come together then?
From what we can tell, some kind of magical mayhap.
A rock.
Cardin. What?
Touched a rock.
Okay.
That'd be one hell of a twist. It all happened because we all just so happened to touch a rock at the same time. That'd just be weird.
Right.
That would actually be hysterical, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna
Yeah, I was
let
actually sitting in my
everybody.
lab. I was actually sitting in my lab trying to get water from a rock, you know?
Damn it, Rip. I was trying not to break.
I'm just gonna let everybody know a little secret right now. That is not what happened.
Okay.
Well, I don't see any
So-
reason to stay up on the roof anymore, so I'm gonna come down.
Yeah, I imagine everybody kind of comes down, kind of talks with Asta in the kind of the front area of the Laputa, or this giant fortress. But even though you guys are having this conversation, there is an ever-pressing matter in the back of your guys' mind. And for Dinok, it's one that's a little bit more present. And that is the threat of a giant invasion
We should probably tell
on
him.
your homeland. So, I want everybody to remember that as you guys continue going forward with this conversation.
Hey, Hey guys, should we just like tell someone about this invasion before we sweep it under the rug
Well,
for what's going on
If-
here?
if we're to
I mean-
believe
We could always try and solve it.
what
Repeat yourself, Cardin.
We could always try to solve the invasion.
Yes, that's part of what we're trying to do. Is it just me, or is Cardin's mind melted overnight?
I don't think he got a full rest after all that.
Or
Now-
all the technology you've got has fried his brain.
Maybe that too.
I mean, his
What
mind
brain
is blown by all the tech.
So we could try and it's gonna be hard to warn the city about what's going on because the people in charge of it happen to also be quite possibly the cause of this issue here. So I don't think we can.
Wait, we know one person who's not.
Yes, my uncle.
You
We
mean the
just
one who's
did.
recovering?
At the very least, he can get word to someone else who isn't in control.
If he's even awake.
If not, my cousin can deal with it. I have faith in her.
All right. I have another idea. Why don't we just spin up the Lapitas engines and just go, I don't know, land on the fire giant's head?
And risk damaging the crystals.
Yeah, but if we could take him out with one fell swoop.
Again, I repeat, and damage the crystals, meaning you don't have a way to go home.
Don't know. If
But don't you have the technology that can fly here?
Flight technology is one of the few things that we haven't gone heavily into.
Oh, I see.
Because we've never thought about other islands.
Hmm.
We were focusing on improving ourselves.
Also, real quick, I don't want to interrupt before we get too. Asta, you also know that you got caught investigating the corruption within the council, and when that happened, you got basically thrown to Fodor and his giants. So if that's information you wish to share with the party, I would recommend you do so.
Gotcha. Okay. And I've been like captured for like 2 months. Yes.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Ooh. Rip, have you ever
One
told
night was
her...
too long.
One person at a time, please. What was that?
Sorry.
Rip, have you told her about the important families?
I did not, but she would know about them. So,
Alright, so real quick, the Veek family, is inventors who have made most of the technology on this island we're on.
Okay.
Pretty
the
much
Veek and the
noble
June
inventors.
family. The Veek and June family are responsible for about 90% of the island's technological advancements over the last probably 2,000 years.
Gotcha.
Yep. So, and then if you ever have questions about what you would or wouldn't know, just ask, and I'm totally okay with answering.
Okay.
So, yeah, I wanted to clarify that just that point, just because them talking about that corruption and the giants and stuff, you could make the connection that no, that wouldn't really work because they might be working together. So just so you're aware.
Gotcha.
Yeah, isn't being brought in the middle of political intrigue so much fun?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I mean, to be fair, we've had this character on hold for how long now? So,
Yeah.
It's our fault. We
Sorry.
kept getting sidetracked.
Sorry, I did not mean to take away from the conversation. As you were.
Yeah, no, I'm just explaining that to them. I mean, you already said it, so I don't really need to repeat it, but I'm just explaining that to the group that this was probably about 2 months ago when this happened, and just explaining what I found out and all of that.
Well, that checks out with what we already heard from Vitalpip.
Hmm.
And that's right about the same time that all of our issues began, isn't it?
We disappeared about 3 months ago, a little bit more.
Your original disappearance is probably closer to 3.5, 4 months at this point.
So I said a little bit more.
Yeah, I know, I'm just, quick math in my own head. So, time's a ticking.
Enoch,
Hmm.
you said
Hmm.
you 100% trust your cousin, right?
Yes.
Okay. Valna is just going to use sending to tell his cousin what's going on.
Okay, what's your message?
Essentially, it's just going to say giant invasion tomorrow morning with Asta right now. And basically, just towards the end, he's going to say, "How's your dad?"
Okay. So, that happens in front of all of you.
Where did you learn that?
Ironically enough, in this fortress.
This fortress hasn't taught me anything. What's the deal?
Learn it from the fortress. I learned it in the fortress. There's a difference.
He reads fortresses.
Did you?
No, I read books
Was this
in
something-
the fortress.
Oh, this was in one of the books in the library?
No, it was a scroll in the library.
Oh.
Which also happened to be in a book.
Yes. In a stone book or something like that.
So,
I had to check out the library more.
stone book. What?
You know exactly what book he's talking about, Deanoch. However, you have always thought that it was a relic, not a actual book. And because you look at it and it is a solid stone book that has like an engraving on the front, but that's it. Like the pages aren't real. There doesn't seem to be any seams on it, at least as of the last time you looked at it.
Wait, are you talking about that pretty stone book that I saw earlier in the...
Yeah, the carved book that was actually a case.
Oh. I would explain a few things, I think. Okay.
Hmm.
But anyway, Katya, weren't you the one who learned a new type of magic while on the fortress?
What
Because
do
I
you
don't
mean by
remember you
new?
throwing out those weird beams of energy before.
Beams of energy? Oh, you mean from last night?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had nothing to do with that.
Pretty sure he's had Eldritch Blast since like level 4.
Yeah, because
Oh, Eldritch Blast? Yeah, I've had. Oh, those beams! I thought you were talking about the random magic missiles.
Yeah, which one are you referring to, Deanoch? Because that could be very possible.
Yeah. It was the magic missiles. Because
Okay.
Deanoch didn't see exactly what it is, so...
Yeah,
other
that
than
that
chalking
was-
it up to his weird magic being weird again.
Yeah, it was a weird magic thing. I had no control over that. But it came just the right moment that I needed it. Or I'd be dead and in the field over there. I'm gonna point where the giants are.
Oh, that's kind of convenient right there.
Okay.
Anyways, we need to get to Uncle Enron.
Yep. Valinar, you hear back a oh, not sure how you're doing this. Dad is better. He's actually awake today. That's concerning.
Just a little bit.
What?
No, I can't speak.
It's
Fast.
concerning that he's awake.
No.
No, the giant. So
Oh, okay. Yeah,
she
that
would
makes
also
more
then
sense.
say, okay,
Panic carded.
from where?
Oh shoot! Yeah, I forgot to mention that, didn't I? Whoops.
I don't think you mentioned that. So
I didn't
Mention
no.
what?
I
I
forgot
don't
to
think
mention where the
Valinar's
giant-
message. Yeah.
Also,
He just
Dinoc,
said
apparently
giant
your
invasion.
uncle woke up.
Yep, we're definitely going now.
Better move quick.
Excuse me, Sir Cloud Giant. What should I call you?
Oh. My name is Melnor.
Oh boy, could you put that in the chat, please?
Absolutely.
MELNOR.
I
That's what
actually
I
I think
heard.
you had it. Yeah, it's Melnor.
Hey. Good
I will
guess.
still do this for you. Also, Dinoc, if you want, you can make a history check on that name.
Wow.
I mean, that's fine because of your history, your read history on the Giants. That name could very easily have been a name given to him and have been named after the cloud giant god Mourner, which is literally one letter off, which is Memnor. So it's like, oh, huh.
Ah, like like your god.
Yes. I am surprised that the small folk like you have heard of the great creator one.
There's a lot of giant history in the fortress. It was a cloud giant fortress before we came in possession of it.
He kind of looks up in admiration at the fortress, and he goes, "I would imagine so. It's been a long time since I have seen this vessel."
You know it.
Sort of. This belongs to one of the. I'm trying to think of the word. Emissaries of the cloud giant country. They send out vessels just like this one to different places around the world in order to establish relations with the small folk.
Cloud giant.
Did you just say Cloud Giant Country?
Yeah.
I'm running a history check on that one, please.
Go for it. Uh, 14. To the best of your knowledge, there wasn't any information or any books written about, at least in this library, about a cloud giant country.
Your group has its own country. None of the information that we had before the Rising, or that's on the fortress itself, had any hint of it that I can remember. Where is it?
We do not write about our country to prevent others from finding it and attacking. But he looks up Even higher. He gestures upward.
Oh.
So
Yeah, it
he
makes a lot of
gestures.
sense, actually.
So while you guys are up near like the cloud levels, he's gesturing probably even past that and higher. So to the best of your knowledge, and just because you're super freaking smart, Enoch, you can gather somewhere in the sky of the world is this coalition of clouds that create up a cloud country for the cloud giants.
Oh boy.
This reminds me of a fairy tale on my island.
Hmm?
Yeah, some kid planted something that grew up into the sky, and there were giants up there.
You must be referring to Jack.
Yes.
He has become
Good
canon.
man. Good man. He was first ambassador for little folk.
Wait, hang on. That tale was true?
Oh Lord.
It is now.
So spake God. Anyways,
That just made me rethink every fairy tale I've ever heard.
Melnor,
So,
would you mind coming with us to speak to my uncle? He is one of the leaders in the city.
in the
We
city,
just recently cured him of an attempt to control him.
no offense, but a giant in the small folk city is probably not the smartest idea. We are a huge threat to small folk as yourself. Basically,
One thing I've learned
probably would not like it.
while in the fortress, cloud giants had the ability to change their size at the very least,
Ooh.
if not their shape entirely.
Hold on, I gotta find the cloud giant things now. I know what you're talking about, but
Hey, you're the one who put the library as a normal-sized door.
Yep. It became canon right there.
I mean, it's a magical freaking space.
Magic powers.
I think that their storeroom was also normal sized, if I remember correctly.
Yes, there were many, as you say, small folk-sized doors in the fortress.
Yes, this is for what do I say? Uh, the shaman and his and the Earl. I myself have some magic, but nothing to keep me like a small folk for as long as you. Let me check one thing. I do have the ability to uh, become vapor. It lasts 1 hour, but I would need space to return to my size when we arrive.
How tall exactly is he?
So the cloud giants are categorized as huge, and excuse me. So that would place him about 14 and a half feet tall.
How tall is the hallways in Uncle Enren's house?
Maybe 10 feet at most. I mean, he could fit, but it would be a tight squeeze. What if girl went with you? The dwarven girl. She knows a lot. Maybe not as much detail on the interior, but she knows a lot.
Ow.
Anyone else gonna speak up, or am I just doing all the talking tonight?
My roommate
thought you had
being super fucking loud, so I mean,
I mean, based on your size dimensions here and how tall he is, I don't see anything else we could do, unless we can get your uncle to meet him outside. Like, I mean, what? They're on a giant estate, aren't they?
I mean, yes, but their estate is in the city.
In the middle of the city.
Yeah, we're talking
Yes,
about
but-
we're not talking about Denok's father, who's out in the middle, you know, or kind of out in the country. We're talking about his uncle, who's a member of the city council. So there's a lot
Yes.
of so.
But doesn't he have a backyard?
You don't know. You've never seen it. And
I'm
besides,
just-
if your uncle's
I'm
on
using-
council, wouldn't it be bad idea? Members of actually, you know that? 1 second. I need to make an intelligence check for him. Wow. Okay. Like a high-ranking official here.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those all.
Council probably not a good idea. The Fodor answers to somebody above these individuals.
above.
Above. I believe the council are ones that you would call vampires. Well,
I knew it!
Shit.
I knew it!
he like looks down at you guys like, what?
Vampires were the ones who were trying to control my uncle. That's what we cured my uncle of, vampirism.
And based on the information we've gathered, we have reason to suspect that they are thrall under command of the Sleeping King.
I don't know about no sleeping king, but there's a new vampire. There's a vampire before them because they were live once. You small dragon man, you know this. They were live once, and now not so much. How they changed was from this newcomer, this how do you say? Does anybody speak giant?
Not me.
Nope. The only person who possibly could is our new friend.
Good point.
One does not either. Do you happen to speak giant, Asta?
I don't think that was one of my languages when I was creating my character.
It is not. You have Dwarvish, Orcish, and Celestial.
Oh, that's right.
All right, universal
Unfortunately, I'm no
translation
help
time.
wait, how many of the people in this party know Celestial?
A lot.
Not
I
me.
think.
Nope.
Yeah, I think you're the only one who doesn't.
No, I understand Celestial.
He was
I
I'm
talking
don't
talking
to
about
Katya.
Katya.
Oh yeah, Katya.
I think
I
I'm the only
don't
one who knows Sylvan.
So, okay, that's actually really ironic. So, just above game here, really quickly. Asta, you can talk to John in his native tongue, and John can talk to you in your native tongue. That's hysterical. Both of them know Orcish and Dwarvish. Just made me laugh. So,
Well, that's fair.
Neat.
So
And none of us are
Universal
any help with
Translator
giants,
time.
apparently.
what is
can I
that?
mind link? Can I mind link with him and ask him to think that to me?
You can. He thinks to you again. It comes in giant again, but through the power of your ancestors, a name rings out.
I thought you were going to say through the power of bullshit.
That too.
Well,
That comes later, my friend. As the
Oh, God.
name,
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
as the name Torben the All Drinker rings through.
God, fucking. Hey guys, I know what happened to Torben.
What? What happened?
He's a vampire.
I knew it.
He's here.
Yeah, so it's the Sleeping King for sure.
Yep. 100%. Okay.
Knew it. So now we are 100% screwed. Sorry, guys. I guess.
So, I'm
guess
going to
you're not getting
clarify.
your safe passage.
I'm going to clarify. It's Torben, not the Sleeping King. The Sleeping King is a different entity.
I
Torben
know,
is the one that is apparently
but
pulling
he
Yeah,
the
we
strings.
served the
know.
Sleeping King.
Yeah,
Oh, he
and you
served
have
Tenebris.
you have a guy who serves a literal ball of fire. What's your point?
All right, guy who serves
Sleeping
a
King's a whole lot more fire. Or Sleeping King is a whole lot more active than a ball of fire.
According to legend and lore, the Sleeping King is asleep until all of the masks are gathered. You guys have no idea if all of the masks have been gathered or not.
Don't we have one of the masks?
You do.
Yeah, don't we? Oh, well, there we go.
Then it has begun.
Well, whoever's gathering the masks hasn't gathered all of them because we have one. So it has not begun yet.
And the last thing Melnor will point out to you is that Fodor reports directly to Torben.
Great. Fantastic.
Alright, thanks, Melnor. We're gonna book it
To
to my uncle's estate.
Sounds good.
Is it bad
Alright.
that I kind of want to cast Sending just so I can call Torben a rat bastard?
um,
I'm not
No.
going to do that. But
my next question though is, what are you guys gonna do for Asta? What are you guys going to help supply gear for her, or are you guys going to just leave her?
Give her the sword of giant slaying.
What
I was going
class?
to ask her how she fought before that.
Class? Asta,
If I can interject, my uncle does have his own personal armory.
Really?
Oh, does he now?
And seeing as how we helped him, I don't suppose he'd be willing to, I don't know, give us some freebies.
Especially since we're going to help with this giant invasion. If you...
It is possible.
Well, I say we get over there now because we've got some big problems to deal with.
So you guys are basically going to be like, look, we'll get you gear if you help us. Is that what you're proposing to Asta? Because otherwise she's just kind of sitting there twiddling her thumbs.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody knows their way around the fire giant fortress, it would be her.
Oh, okay. Asta, does that seem like an acceptable deal to you? Not to mention, you probably want some revenge from on Fodor after your imprisonment.
I would say you should want some vengeance.
Give her the sword of giant slaying. She could
Yeah,
actually make use of
Arden
it.
Vengeance would know all about vengeance, wouldn't he?
I know. Vengeance is when you kill people.
Yeah, but
And how's that different from anything else we normally do?
It's my last name, okay?
It literally is his name.
Vengeance is my name.
Also, I just realized, am I the only guy without a last name?
Yeah, kind of.
But you're
Yeah.
also a monk. Or not monk, but like a cleric.
I'm a holy
You're
man.
You're married.
You
to
throw
your,
you throw fireballs.
You're married to your deity.
No.
All right. So
That's not quite how that works.
But yeah, Asta is just very pissed off, and as soon as she hears the word armory and weapons, her ears just perk up, and she's like, "All right, let's go."
all right.
Fair enough.
All right. So for the sake of expediency, you get there.
You're like, clank, clank, clank.
Hey, can
Sorry,
I get a
John, what
coffee
was
on the
that?
way at the very least?
We're in a hurry.
We're in a hurry.
Besides, remember the pots. Magic.
Oh right,
pot.
yes. Perfect. I'll get coffee there.
Facing down a giant invasion. We're rushing to try and get ready for it. And one
By
of
the
us
way,
is
can we go to Starbucks?
Hey, I don't
I mean-
function well if I don't have my coffee. Y'all didn't see it, but I tripped up those stairs getting up to the top of the fortress, and it was not fun.
Okay, I have a feeling that wouldn't have changed if you would have had coffee. I think that's
It
so.
might have
So-
changed just a little bit.
You guys are there, and you guys knock on the door, and this time, your cousin Dinoc answers the door, and she's like, "I figured you would be coming. Come in." And she ushers all of you guys in. She gives you a second glance, Asta, like, what? And then closes the door. Because you weren't with them last time?
New member.
She's with us now.
Right.
For the
Okay.
time being.
Excellent. I'm assuming you want to talk to Father.
Yes. There's a lot that just got dumped on us.
Uh-huh. This way. And she leads you guys to Enran. He is still in his bed. However, he is now sitting up and is conscious. He currently appears to be reading from like a file.
How much did you miss?
Word. There's a lot that got dumped on us. Silence.
Okay. You guys are now with Enran. He's reading a file. He's sitting up in the same hospital bed. You're
Okay.
caught up. And he, as you guys kind of step in, he looks up and he goes, "Oh, Dinoc."
Uncle Enron.
And his friends,
First,
I see.
Yes. First, I'll say this. It's good to see you up.
It's good to be up.
Uncle Enron,
hear
this
I-
is Valinar.
I hear I have one of your friends to thank for that, actually. And he kind of looks towards you, Valinar.
Oh, okay. Hi.
He smiles and he goes,
Yes.
"You have my deep appreciation."
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's Valinar. He's proven his clericalness.
Hey.
And as he says that, Dinoc kind of just turns his head and just... bleh.
Oh, that's right. Coming from the priest.
What brings you all
Anyways.
here in such a hurry?
So, the one who did this to you is in league with a fire giant who is planning on attacking the city from... I think
Continue.
it's...
I'm rolling for how much he knows.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think without looking at the map real quick. I better just look at the map. The mountains are... I've
It
got
would be
two different
east.
maps with two different directions.
Yep, I know. It would be east because the Tarask is in the north, or so he would be. It would be the west. My bad. I said
West.
that backwards. Yep, west.
From the mountains to the west.
I knew there
He's
had been
in-
a. Oh, go ahead. Continue.
He's in league with the vampire who put the curse on you and tried to turn you into a vampire, who also is controlling 2 other council members. One of them is Jor Tom. And
I
who's
am
the other
aware
one?
of the situation in the council. In fact, most of the council is compromised by this point.
Is that why they were trying to change you?
We were given an ultimatum. We have options to either join or we would be replaced, is what he's. This, I believe his name was Torben.
Fuck. Yeah, he serves a mortal-made god called the Sleeping King.
Oh. Interesting. I know Jean? Sure. And Jor have been corrupted by this power, which doesn't surprise me, as they've been power hungry since the day they climbed out of their mother's womb. Miss Kodor, on the other hand, is not a vampire. Her bloodline does not allow such a thing. But she has been, from what I can tell, charmed by this individual. They offered me the same, and I opted for the potential to change, knowing that with enough time, potentially, I could research and reverse the effects. I was not anticipating how quickly the effects would hit me, however. And lastly, the last member, Korzar, well,
Yeah, that whole thing with him.
he's already undead. I don't know how he would be a vampire. So he's kind of, from my understanding, he's more or less a do what you want, just don't bother me kind of individual.
You'd think vampires and liches would not get along, but apparently they're okay.
I think it's more of a territorial thing. As long as Kozar has his territory and his power, he doesn't care what the vampire does.
You're gonna have to explain to me what you mean by a lich.
Powerful
Who said
undead
anything
that
about a lich?
Denoc did. Liches
Oh, I didn't
between
hear
liches
that.
and vampires?
Oh, right.
I mean, to be fair, that's what Denoc wants to be, I think. Ish? Garden, like, he, like, shrugs and, like, does, like, that hand juggle thing.
I don't know what you ever mean.
Well, Kozar is probably the fourth the fourth oldest creature here in Hofking.
What's the third?
Well, I say probably as a rumored guess. Most likely he's the third, with the Kraken and the Leviathan and the Tarask taking 1 and 2. The vampires, however, having practically completely corrupted the council, means that it's not safe for me to return to the council. As chances are, I would end up like Vanre Kodor, under a heavy charm effect. Either that or they try to turn me again. One of the two.
But at the very least, the other reason we came, the urgent reason, is that the fire giants are coming to attack the city tomorrow morning, apparently. Our new friend Aska here, has been their prisoner for some time, yes?
Yes.
Do you have any idea of how long?
Like 2 or 3 months. It's been a while.
You used to fight in the games, did you not?
I did.
Wait,
Games?
I thought that's where you looked familiar. Did you ever fight against Gorbak?
Did I ever fight against him?
Gorbak was your wife, right? I'm sorry, I don't have
Borgak,
your
my bad.
in front of me. Yeah.
Borgak. Yes.
Right,
Half
but that was your
orc.
wife, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I just don't have your specific notes pulled up in front of me at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, you would have fought against her many, many years ago, and she would have been one of your very few defeats in the arena.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, you can answer, Denock.
Yeah, I let him know that I did indeed fight against her. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I think you were one of her favorite opponents. You actually made her struggle for the win.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you're quite a marksman, and also not terrible at when it gets to close, hand to hand, I guess, or close range combat as well. I'm just gonna tell you now, with your class, that is true.
Yeah, I'm not afraid for a fight.
Good, we need somebody else who's not afraid of a fight in this. Carter's like muttering to himself.
Do you want to continue?
John punches you in the arm. Yeah, John punches you in the arm.
I nod my head at John and I say, accept. As I'm saying it, I'm like pointing at me and John.
Okay. Denock, I understand the situation that you bring before me. However, with me not being able to convince the council of anything, the only thing that I can muster would be a rumor, spreading this, telling guards to go do this or that, to guard the walls and prevent a fight. But it would be a small crowd. Against even one giant, they would be destroyed.
Unless there's a preemptive strike.
I think the best thing that we could do is prepare what we can while a small group, kind of gestures towards you guys, goes into the stronghold and either kills or takes out the leader to prevent or at the very least prolong the attack, or to completely eradicate the entirety of the giants in the mountain. I would rather just the blood of one over many, as giants could be potentially very beneficial in future endeavors.
That's what I was going to say. I'd prefer that we not fight every single fire giant in the land? If we can just take out one and be done with
So can we revisit the idea of poisoning him?
it.
How do you suggest you do that?
Challenge him to a drinking game.
Giants do like competition.
As we've heard, he's not the brightest bulb in the.
I wonder if my old trick against Cardin would work on him.
Wait, you're not. You sneaky fucker.
Hmm?
Talking to Kadia.
Wow.
Oh, you remember. I'm surprised he didn't fall for it a second time, when I challenged him to a drinking contest, betting that he could outdrink me. And he very much did.
Good times.
I'm not sure if he's quite that ignorant. They do like challenges, but I don't think they would go for something that is not
Too
in their
easy.
skill set.
Yes, Cardin would have to be definitely the challenger. I've seen him outdrink the entire bar.
You say a fire giant is the one in control of this, correct?
Yes, a legendary fire giant, apparently from the history, in general, just the books I've read in the Fortress Suite. Oh no.
Huh?
What didn't get through?
Even here.
We heard everything up till oh no.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what that was. I didn't hear anybody leave.
I never said oh no.
Uh-oh.
Anyway,
People be hearing things!
you
Yeah.
Maybe
believe
it's
it
my
is.
ancestor. Maybe it's my ancestor talking in my head.
you
Oh,
believe
no.
it's
My
who?
ancestor speaking through me.
Anyway. Uncle. Can't believe I'm about to ask this. Do you have any more favors with grandfather?
Nothing of that magnitude.
Damn.
I might be able to convince him to come for coffee. Or tea for the old guzzard. But not of that magnitude. Not of something to prevent a attack like this.
We may have talked about this and I missed it, but Dinok's grandfather, is he only interested in like inventions and stuff?
Never really went over it too much. I just mentioned that his name means cruel, and he personifies it.
Okay.
I've
So
never
great.
gone into detail more about that. I've talked about how he named.
Also, just remember that this is technically your uncle, not your father. So just bear that in mind. I understand that it's the same grandfather, but just bear it in mind. But I sincerely believe that having that small strike force might be our best advantage. I can do what I can here to get a defense ready if it were to fail. But if you guys were to go in and even challenge Fodor to a one-on-one match or something, fire giants are very skilled warriors and very skilled craftsmen. I'm sure they'd be willing to accept a challenge of forging and or a one-on-one fight. But
I hate to sound racist, but Asuka, how are you with forging?
It would be under your skills.
Yeah, it would be a tool. You did not.
Um,
I don't think you are proficient in any. So
Good enough to make pretty musical sounds with your tools, but not good enough to make anything out of it.
you are not proficient in smithing tools.
okay. Yeah, it's an annoying process to look at this on my phone, but you know.
I understand. If you want, just really focus on like the stuff. Everything else, I can always check stats and stuff like that to tell you what you need to add.
Okay.
Yeah, because he has access to all of it.
Yeah, everything. You're a fighter, not a crafter.
Yeah, gotcha.
I say I could always try to challenge him to a blacksmithing competition. I am a blacksmithing apprentice.
Against the
Against the master.
epitome
Yeah.
of fire giant smithing. The best smith that any fire giant who are the originators of smithing ever had.
The apex of crafting.
I would like everybody to go ahead and roll and give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Ah! That sounds about right.
3, that sounds about right.
4, that sounds about right for me.
I'll take my 13.
So for you, Asta, you roll and add 1. So roll a d20 and add 1.
Okay. So 15.
Okay. Yeah, Dinok, Asta, and technically your uncle would come up with this too, Dinok, but you would arrive at it first. Fodor is working in cahoots with a vampire. What if because there is the possibility that he is not doing it according to his own free will. It is possible that he is being charmed or dominated to do this. Therefore, if this is true, something like dispel magic potentially could affect and completely end this potential
Control.
genocide?
Hypothetical.
I don't know. Yeah. So you would arrive at that first, and then Asta and your uncle. Actually, he rolled pretty high. He'd probably roll at about the same time as you, arrive at it about the same time as you. And you guys kind of just lock eyes, and then this kind of happens.
Valinar.
Hmm?
Can't you dispel most magical instances?
Depending on how strong it is, yeah.
How about a mental control?
I think as long as it's magical, probably. I don't know. I never really got to learn about that because, humane treatment, bylaws, and other shit. But yeah,
You thought about doing it on the wolves.
yeah. I
There
never
were just
tried
so
though.
many of them.
I just like how Valinor, the cleric, is like, yeah, we had to focus on bylaws and other shit.
Humane treatment. We can't exactly like mind control people out in the open.
Specifically out in the open.
I specify that considering the things that happened. Yeah.
What's the range on that dispel?
I think it's like 30 feet. Oh no, it's a lot larger than I thought it was. It's 120 feet.
The spell magic is?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 60 feet. Holy crap.
I thought it was 30. Hang on. Here you go.
120 feet. Damn.
OPF.
Wow. That's ridiculous. Pardon me while I go stand in another state to dispel that rune.
Yes.
It's like you stand outside the range of lightning bolt while dispelling it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Worry about that.
Lightning bolt is a 100-foot range.
120. Where is it?
120. Okay. I
No,
thought
it
it
is
was
100
100.
foot. It is 100. You're right. Oh my god.
Maybe actually has the same range as Fireball.
It is.
Oh.
No, Fireball's 150.
Anyway, you have the options of this now. So, what would you guys like to do?
Think we could do it stealthily, get in, get out without anybody seeing us?
Or this could be a very Cardin level idea.
Uh-oh.
I'm excited.
Oh, do tell.
We could go straight for the main door, publicly
it.
challenging him to a drinking contest. But before we start the contest, to to prove that there are no magical changes to one's constitution, we could have our cleric, our holy man, our true speaker, dispel any magic on each contestant.
Aha. And he might just fall for it, and then he'll willingly allow us to do it.
And it would be on his honor because it's in public.
And we'll do it outside the fortress so that we don't even have to fight any giants.
And if we're working with... Are we still working with that poisoning idea then? Is that what I'm...
If this dispel magic doesn't work,
Okay. So
as long as they don't test the drink itself.
I was going to say, if the dispel magic doesn't work, why don't I take a sip from both cups to prove that they're correct? And when I put his down, I put the poison in then.
Alright, we just need the poison then, just to make sure.
Do you not have resistance to poison? Cardin looks at Valinor because any of the clerics he would have known most likely would have had that at that point.
I mean, I could heal myself, but that would look a little suspicious.
That's true.
I mean, you could just say that your particular sect of worship does not allow consumption of alcoholic beverages, and you're purifying yourself of its effects.
You could always cast Zone of Truth.
What good would that
and then like choose to do the saving throw on yourself.
Why would what?
And what do you know of magic there, Cardin?
I've seen that particular spell used.
Would you trust someone that casts Zone of Truth on themselves, who has the option to ignore the effect? Would you trust what that person's saying? Because I wouldn't.
No.
Possibly not, but I mean, also, it's Cardin.
Yeah.
It's Cardin idea.
You know, that was Valinarda Carton.
Yeah. No, it would probably not. You would probably not be as trusted as you possibly could be.
I'll say that wouldn't.
But you could always say that you chose to not resist it yourself while you're under the zone of truth.
So, why don't we
just
go to
remove
a
that.
break and you guys talk about this on break? How does that sound?
Yeah, let's save my brain from the aneurysm right now.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here, guys, and we'll be back in a few minutes. That's the wrong screen. Here we go. I know what I'm doing.
Whoopsies.
Alrighty. We are back. We have water, we have stretched our legs, and we have arrived at the decision. So, the party is choosing to go to this stronghold and attempt to challenge Fodor to a drinking competition. That ought to be interesting.
Yeah, but
However, they have also prepared a plan B. And in doing so, they managed to grab some items for Asta from Dinok's allied family friend, we'll say. She picked up a hand crossbow, and a set of studded leather armor. And I'm sorry that I cut you off there, Dinok. Was there something you wanted to say?
the only question is how we're going to get the poison.
That is the question.
Hi. I have poison.
Leave it to the cleric.
Leave it to the cleric to have
He's got the assassin's poison.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I took the poison from the guys that tried to kill us.
But is that enough to affect a fire giant who is, let's say, somewhere between under 20 feet, let's say?
I mean, I have 12 uses of it. Like 12 human portions of it.
Stuff the whole thing in.
And how are you going to do that without being seen?
Well, you see, they had these neat little things where it was in a bag, and it was just a tube that went up their sleeve.
Ooh.
So fentanyl.
Wait, what?
What?
All right. So you guys have poison. You guys have an idea of how to do it, and you guys are you guys going now?
Yes.
I mean,
We are
Yeah?
going.
Okay.
That is the plan.
All right. So you, with the aid of Asta, you guys make your way to the edge of the mountain. And by this point in time, it is beginning to become probably early evening. It's probably about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Can I just make a quick note real quick?
Yeah.
Vanna put that poison thing on before we left.
Fair enough.
Easy
Fair.
enough. Fair enough. I assumed as much.
I just wanted to make sure that that was out there.
So, you guys traverse to the mountain, and you guys are led to the entrance. And you guys immediately, kind of on the just inside the entrance, you guys see 2 very large, almost they're not full ogre, but they look very close. You guys would recognize them as being a half ogre. 2 of them kind of just standing just inside the door, looking out, kind of just looking. How do you guys wish to approach?
the entrance to the stronghold?
Yeah, they're looking out like guards. The entrance to the stronghold is basically like a cave in the side of the mountain. There's not a whole lot of coverage around. I mean, you could sneak up if you wanted, or are you guys just attempting to approach headstrong?
Cardin was just planning on going right to the front door because we're trying to attract attention for the challenge.
Yeah, I want to walk
Okay.
alongside him looking.
I thought you were about to say
proud.
intimidate, and I'm like,
And I am there as well. But not before casting comprehend languages on myself.
There you go.
Good idea. So for everybody else, except for Dinoc, you guys hear this. Dinoc, you hear. Stop there, or die.
We come with a challenge for Fodor, a drinking challenge. Tell him to accept. I'm attempting.
You guys are probably about 30 feet away is where they have you guys stop. And Dinoc, you guys kind of watch as they kind of look and go, I'm Dinoc, you hear, what did the pink one say? I have no idea.
Gosh, dang it.
Fodor! Fodor!
They don't understand anything, do they?
I'm gonna.
Quick mind link. Drinking challenge to Fodor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Valinar?
Because comprehend languages doesn't let them understand you.
Yeah,
Valinar,
but
make
names,
a persuasion check.
names translate.
I do. I'm gonna have Valinar make that persuasion check with advantage since you were yelling out that name. I was gonna have you make it, but Valinar was like, I'm gonna mind link. So I think it would make more sense for Valinar to roll it.
Great.
Because there won't be any confusion.
Talk about this.
Well,
Use your inspiration.
I will use my what? Yeah, I'm just gonna
Burn your inspiration. Okay.
Yeah, I'll burn my inspiration to try again.
Okay.
Hot damn.
For a 19.
Natural 20. Okay. Well, let's see how these guys do because they're dumb as a box of rocks. That is pathetically low. Yeah. That's oh wow, that's even worse than I thought it was.
Now here's the question: are they dumb enough to attack us?
So here's the question. They really don't understand. They understand Fodor, but they don't understand the rest of it. And they kind of like look, and the one kind of just like, and so, and just for listeners here, I rolled a -1.
Wow.
There was no natural 1 involved. It's just -1. So
Wow.
I'm like, huh. Well then,
All of our
so
plans just kind of.
so you guys are gonna watch as one of them holds a. I think they have a spear. No, they have a javelin. This guy holds a javelin out to you and just Dinoc, you hear, stay there, move, and die. And the other one runs inside the stronghold.
Whatever you two do, do not move, or else you will blow our entire chance.
I will stand right here.
I gotta make a couple rolls in the background here. Alright, half ogre, make a persuasion check to Fodor.
Oh shit.
That's about right. Fodor, insight? Ooh, buddy.
This is where our plan falls apart.
Yeah.
Relying on idiots to do it.
This is why Dinoc was sincerely hoping someone else would be like, no, that's a stupid plan, let's come up with something else.
I have an idea. While the guards are away, how about we sneak inside?
The guards
still
are
one
guard
right there.
What?
One guard went in, the other one is looking right at us.
I missed that part. I thought they both went.
Maybe a map would help.
Map,
Oh,
map,
shit.
map,
Yes.
map.
Give it a moment to load, guys. And then I'm
Okay,
gonna. I think
a
I
moment.
can.
Oh my.
There we go. I'm gonna drag all of y'all
Oh,
down to the
Lord.
corner.
Did it finally
Oh.
actually load in for you?
Yay!
So
Hang on, let me zoom back in. Hang on.
Oh my word.
Hey, there we are.
Rip. What did you do?
I made a
It
map
says
so
stronghold.
large. I had to
Wait, this is the
export
one you
it
were talking about.
Yeah, I had to export it as 4 different files.
Oh no, Rip.
Did you say 3?
No, 4.
Oh, Lord, that's a big
Yeah.
map.
Yeah, 4 different
And we are on
files.
part 1.
You're on part 0.01 at the moment, because this is just the entryway.
Wow.
So just to let people who aren't watching see this, visualize this. We have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. I'm guessing that's a wall right after that.
Yes, so this different coloration of the floor here is like cavernous wall. And where you guys are standing, like going into the layer itself, there's this almost volcanic ground, like the ground underneath the rock, like where the half ogre here is standing, almost appears to have like small bits of lava flowing underneath the ground, illuminating the top of the rock to this dull orange glow.
So, for a sense of scale, roughly how many squares across is this entire map?
If I remember correctly, actually, you know what? I don't need to remember correctly. I can just open up the settings. 1 second. It's 130 by 130.
That's squares.
Yeah, squares.
So then you had to multiply it by 5.
Yep.
Ow.
This map, I am out at
650 feet.
I am at 40% of the visual, and it is still massive.
It's
I
I
went to
have to
60
zoom-
so I could see us.
I have to zoom out to 10% to see the entirety of the map.
Yeah, it's massive, guys. I highly encourage you guys to check it out on stream. About this point in time, I'm going to reveal the entirety of the size here by zooming all the way out on the player view, or on the one's view here, and see.
It's so large it glitches out for a little bit when you zoom out.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Just a
massive.
fraction.
It's just, I'm actually really happy that I learned this new control here, where I can ping and drag you guys to where I want you to be. Yeah, it's actually going to be really convenient for this map.
You're just playing with all the new toys, aren't you?
Sure. Eventually, this one reappears. And he whispers into this guy's ear.
Now, is it dum-dum level of whispering, or is it actual whispering?
Well, that's what I was going to have you do, is I was going to have you roll a perception check, because you're the only one that understands Giant at the moment.
Roger that. Perception away.
Boop, boop.
Oh!
Natural 20 for a 21.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to roll.
Well, player net.
This is how we roll.
Oh my goodness. This would be stealth. Okay. Yeah. You would hear them, Denock. And I just want to double check distance because I know there's some distance rules. Yeah, you're within range. So Denock, you hear Ordo says to bring them in and silence them. Tiny and One Eye is waiting. And they turn up to you guys. I'm some guy, and they kind of gesture, kind of waving you towards them.
Shit.
You're going to have to be more specific there, Denock.
This one kind of
There's-
steps back, creating room for you guys to.
They're saying to let us in and then silence us. Tiny and One Eye are waiting for us.
Tiny and One Eye?
Yeah.
This is fun.
So, should we kill the guards now, or go inside and let them jump us?
Wait. I have an idea. If we can get close enough for other giants to hear us,
Actually, that's not.
we can appeal directly to Fodor's level of courage, asking if he is truly a coward to have his men slay us before an official challenge.
Who wants to yell it? I can make them louder.
Katya, you are our spokesman.
Yes, but will they understand my language?
That's why we need to get in deeper so that other giants can hear us. These guys, they're not giants. They're half ogres.
Ah. Alright. Then I guess we'll just follow along.
So, heavy users on either side of us, magic users.
You guys have room here to position and arrange yourselves as you would want. So.
By the way,
Hmm?
where's me skellies?
Did you cast the spell this morning? That's my big question. That's why I didn't put any on the map. I didn't know if you cast it or not.
When we didn't have a fight, I cast it as normal.
Okay. So you have. So in that case, I'm gonna actually move you
My
guys.
Minotaur.
Yep, I'm gonna say that they were off screen. So for the services of this, I'm gonna move you guys up here. Minotaur, op. Wink. And what else did you?
I think I've only got 3 skellies. No, I've got 4.
All right. I'm gonna say the other 2 are off screen at the moment, just because I didn't know if you were gonna walk up with an entire horde, and I didn't want to put you guys too close to these guys. So
Right.
I'm gonna say currently they are off screen. I don't know about the rest of you. John has no problem with taking the lead.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, keep me in the back. That's fine. At least until we get inside.
They are going to step up inside and disappear a little bit. John would begin moving a little bit. The rest of you go ahead and move into position.
Yeah.
I'm going to move. Asta, I'm going to kind of move you to like a second row so that you have range, but can still, if you needed to, get into melee, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Do you have control of your skeletons, Denock? You should. Okay.
I'm just waiting for Valinardim.
Oh, sorry.
And-
I'd probably go.
Carden, are you going to step up one?
Yeah, I'll step up one. I literally just grabbed my character and it's making the select.
There you go.
Wrong character. Wrong character. Okay, there we go. I'm
gonna go ahead and move. I'm gonna go ahead and now move you guys as a group. You four here. Up like this. Valinar, if you don't want to be that close, tell me.
Actually, I want to be
Right there.
Ah! On top
Here.
of Katya, huh?
I am gonna
Get next to me.
With a knife.
Me?
I am gonna go ahead and reveal this area to you. You guys also would know, just so that you guys are aware here. Those of you without dark vision, you don't need to worry. The entirety of this place is considered to have low light as
What the hell is that? Oh, okay.
That's probably
I
a
see now.
giant.
With that,
Looks like a hill giant. Or a cyclops.
with that, you guys watch as you guys step in and these guys begin to descend on you. And I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm so surprised.
Yeah, that's the reason why they're not getting a surprise round on you guys, though.
Oh wow, you actually.
Wow. That's
9.
a 9.
999.
So,
Oh.
Asta, go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier, which is your initiative bonus. So that is +5, I believe.
Damn.
Okay.
Rangers be sexy.
Get down!
Oh. Tell that die.
Wow.
No, it was the cat. I'm betting.
And then just let me know what you get.
Yeah, sorry, yelling at my cat, it's fine. Anyway, alright, so 16.
Good. Where's Carden? You didn't click your character.
Come on.
Nope, you're fine. I got it.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna say I should have had him selected because I just moved him.
But you didn't. Alright, so 16.
Oh, God.
That
I'm
is
first.
that is with your +5, right, Asta?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty.
I bought the dice, so.
Alright, Valinar, you're up first.
So is this guy over here, the bigger guy, a giant? I assume
All of these guys are giants, technically.
all of them are giants. Okay, that works for me.
They look giant.
We're just gonna pretend I'm not a cleric and
Oh.
Alright, Valinar.
17.
Hits.
Oh, you still got the sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aha.
Oh god, that's nasty.
Neat.
That's 18. 18 points of slashing damage. And they have to make
And
a
that's
strength save.
Yep. Against 15.
That is. That is a 19, so it doesn't. It is not knocked prone.
Okay.
But that was a meaty attack. Carden.
And I'm not done. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have a bonus action right now. I'm going to
And
use
for
Shield of
my
Faith on
bonus
myself.
action. All right, so you bump your AC by a little bit.
By 2. And now I'm done.
All right.
Cardin.
As you move one step forward, you see.
What's happening? What's happening?
Whoa.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
There
we go.
As you move a step forward, oh come on now, give me the right layer. There is another
Oh no.
giant right there beside you, and he's technically there. I just accidentally revealed him earlier, and so this is me undoing my mistake.
Cardin's going to say, "Oh shit," and
Smack.
dang it! I didn't.
Inspiration?
Well, I did say, "Oh shit."
Yeah, you did say oh shit. A 12
Yeah.
will hit though.
Okay.
Well, these guys aren't going to be hard to defeat.
Hopefully.
So
I mean, if he rolls that low.
Mhm.
that's
Jeez.
8 points of damage. I forgot to open that one. Stuff. Okay, that's your first attack.
Second attack.
13 will also hit.
Eat.
16.
That's better.
That's a lot better.
I think even if I would have hit that crit, that I still would have dealt less damage than off of this hit.
Real quick. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, that's your action.
Yep, bonus action rage.
All right, you are now raging. That'll bring us to
Wow.
Asta. Asta, are you currently watching the stream at all?
As best as I can, yes.
As best as you can. Okay, so are you somewhat familiar with what the map looks like at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ish. It's, yeah.
I'll just send you a picture.
What?
I can just send you a picture.
I can see it, it's just like, it's kind of blurry, but I can see it.
Not on our end. It's probably phone connection.
It's called
Oh,
straight
probably.
talk.
It's what?
Ooh.
Oh, yes, that would be what it is.
So basically, from the position you are at, you can shoot anything on the map. Yeah, anything you want at the moment, you can shoot.
Alright, cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So, do you currently Valinar and Cardin are engaged with 2 creatures, and there are 2 other creatures that are currently not engaged with anything. What would you like to target?
I would like to target one of the ones that is not currently in combat. I don't, let's
Okay.
see.
Left or
I
right?
don't, let's go with the one on the right.
The one on the right. All right. So, now if you would like to sharpshooter this one, you are welcome to. I just need to know before you make the roll, okay?
Okay, and is that like once per, like,
No, you can do this on every attack if you want.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to do that right off the bat then.
Okay, sharpshooter. And I will say, none of these guys here in the open way appear to be wearing armor of any kind, really. So, roll a d20,
Good.
and you will add... I'm sorry?
I just said good, but they're not wearing armor.
Yeah. You'll wear... So, there are 2 different ways you could do this. You could either roll a d20 and add your normal 11 and then minus 5, or you could just roll a d20 and add 6. Whatever way you feel more comfortable doing.
Math.
I'm gonna just do the add 6.
There you go.
Easier to brain.
Exactly.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, so a total of 19.
Wow.
After minusing 5, yeah, that'll hit. Alright, so this is just a
Archers,
d6.
man.
I know. So you're gonna add a d6. So you're gonna roll a d6, and then you're gonna add 15 to the damage.
Okay, remind me, which was the D6?
The
The
six-sided
square.
The normal Yahtzee dice.
one. The cube.
Okay, and then you said...
Oh no, we have a dice noob.
Okay, you know what? Shut up. Anyway,
Oh!
There! There! I will take that scathing retort.
good, because I'm not taking it back. Now what am I adding or whatever?
It's a d6 plus 15.
Okay.
Because you got 10 from sharpshooter and 5 from your normal attack bonus. Actually, it'd be plus 16 because you have a plus 1 crossbow. So roll a d6. What do you get on the d6?
Alright, I got a total, let's see. Anyway, I got a total of 15 actually.
You can't. What did you roll on the dice? on the d6, what did
Sorry,
you roll?
I'm also dealing with my stupid cat. Okay, so I rolled a 5.
Okay, so
And then-
that's 5 plus 16, so that's 21 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Ouch. That really
Dang.
hurt it. That really, really hurt it.
Good.
But it is still standing.
Well,
You technically have 2 more. You still technically have 2 more attacks.
Do it.
Alright.
Same one. You gonna hit the
Let's
same one?
attack the same one.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go with the same one.
All right, so roll a d20 again. If you would like to sharpshooter, just say I'm on a sharpshooter and -5, so +6 instead of +11.
Alright, I'll do the sharpshooter again.
Okay.
And that one
So
is
what
a total of 10.
10. Unfortunately, a 10 will miss.
Yeah, I figured.
4 plus 6 is rough. But, you know, you still have your bonus action to attack, though, because you fire, and you can use your bonus action with a hand crossbow here.
Alright, cool. I'd like to do that.
Alright, same person?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you want to sharpshoot?
Sure, why not?
Alright. Roll
Alright,
again.
finish. And then this is the +6 again, right? Or
Well, what'd you roll to hit? What'd you roll on the d20?
well, nothing yet, but okay.
Oh.
I rolled a 6. So
+6?
12.
That actually hits. That is its armor class.
Woo!
okay.
I know that feeling.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't need to roll damage. It has 9 hit points. Your sharpshooter alone takes it out.
Oh.
So you fire
Sweet.
once and it like shoots it in the eye, and as that's thrashing around, you fire a second time and it just skids off, and you're like, all right. And so you take aim again and kind of just wait a moment, and as it kind of stops and begins looking, you fire again, and you watch as your second bolt just completely runs down the center of your first bolt, almost like Robin Hood style, and just completely pushes the first 2 into its the first one and the last one here kind of into its brain, and the guy kind of goes
Yes.
and falls down.
Beautiful.
Would you like to
Beautiful and
move anywhere? Oh, I totally forgot to roll
sweet.
for John. My bad, John. I rolled very.
It's
I actually rolled really well for him.
It's okay.
What's his dex? So rolled a 17. So he's just gonna, I'm gonna have him take his turn after you. Do you want to move anywhere here, Asta?
Oh, let's see. I'm the little blue one, right?
Yep.
I'd like to move a little bit closer to the other one that's not being attacked. On the left.
Alright, so you want to just kind of move, let's say there? Kind of in front of the green guy?
Yeah.
Alright. John.
Has an aura.
Does, but it doesn't do a whole lot for anybody but himself and Enoch's things. So I think he's just gonna run up here and attempt to just dog this guy down. Pulling out his great sword with his bonus action, yelling the command word combustion, and take a swing. Hits.
Alright.
Damn. Woo!
Wow.
Divine Smite.
He actually gets
Probably
to
got made
re-roll
it.
one of those. He actually gets to re-roll one of those.
Oh.
Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, never mind. So, 13 plus 11 is 24. He's just gonna attack a second time and save the Divine Smite. Hits. Oh my
Jesus.
Dead. Just he moved 5, 10, 15, 20. Gonna move there. The last of his movement, and that'll be his turn. That'll bring us to Denoch.
Stepping forward, ordering my Minotaur.
What's your Minotaur's speed, by the way?
40.
Is it 40? Okay, never mind then. Not an issue. I was gonna say something like if it was 30, that would be a tough get because of the spacing here. But if it's got 40, not an issue.
It kind of goes here, then there.
It's not an issue. It'll go. It's fine.
And he's gonna do his gore attack.
All right, rolled in bones.
Ha.
I get it.
Just making sure real quick I got the right number. Boop. Really?
Dude, your Minotaur. 9 unfortunate
Yeah.
misses.
Like, he's outright sucking.
He's been pretty bad for a little while. Maybe it's because he's not on a character sheet. Maybe I'll work on putting him on a character sheet.
That'd be nice.
I know. I've been thinking about it lately, but then I was like, I'm so busy. I don't have time.
Can I get my other
So-
two skeletons, please?
Yes, you can. Sorry, I kind of forgot. I have so many things on my screen.
This one's gonna squeeze right by you, Katya.
Oh, don't touch me there.
And all four are gonna make longbow attacks on the big guy.
Okay. I'm guessing this one over here, right? Okay, over here.
Yeah, the big guy.
Gotcha. 23 hits. Go ahead and roll all 4 of them, and then roll damage for all of them. That way we see how many hit. 13 misses. 6 misses. Wow, guys, come on now. 11 misses, so 1 hit. Man, that was
Would you like to
bad
mage hand
round.
him? Mage hand them all?
Although 12 points of damage is pretty good.
Yeah, that's decent damage.
So you hear, and then you hear clack, clack, clack as 3 of them hit against the wall, and you're like, what? And then the last one just, and you hear this sound as the Cyclops takes.
And I'm like,
Chunky
that's
hit.
better.
Denock nod of approval.
Okay.
Hey, 1 out of
anything
4 is
else
not
for
too
you?
bad at this point.
Right? Anything else for you, Dina?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a Mind Sliver at the big guy.
Big one. He needs to do an intelligence
Yeah.
save. Ooh. Okay. I mean, that's not a bad save for him.
16?
12. I mean, I didn't say it's
He
saved. I
failed.
said it wasn't a bad. He takes 5 psychic damage. Okay. And he.
And the first time it makes a saving row before my next turn, it needs to subtract a d4.
Okay, sounds good. Alrighty.
And then,
That bring. Oh, I'm sorry.
real quick before I finish, I want to just turn to Katya and say, try calling them now.
Okay, so on your turn, Katya, you can yell.
Okay.
Um,
That'll be my bonus action.
Well, depending on how long your sentence is, talking is a free action.
Ah, even better.
Okay, that brings
It's gonna be
us
kind of
to-
long though.
Well, then I'll see what you say. That brings us to the Cyclops. Velenar, he did
Oh
not
shit, it
like
was a
that.
Cyclops?
Yeah, I figured.
This one over here, the One Eye, Mr. One Eye over here, he did
Well, I
not
can't see
like
really
that
that well.
sword. I know.
Nope,
He did
I
not
imagine.
like that sword hit him. So he's gonna hit you twice with his great club.
All right, well, Warding Flare, the first one.
Okay. Okay, at disadvantage, that is a dirty 20.
Jeez.
That matches my current armor class.
Sorry, buddy. Oh man, I should have grabbed another. The first one is 19 points of bludgeoning damage,
Ouch.
Ow.
and the second attack is
Oh, well, that's gone.
Do you not have Warcaster?
Oh, yeah, no, I do, yeah. My brain's
12,
not
that's
working.
a save.
Okay.
So 12 is a save. Your DC would have been 10.
Yeah. All right, cool.
The second swing is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that line.
I'm gonna throw a bin luck at that.
What does that do?
I'm going to roll a d4. Subtract it from that swing.
Oh, cool.
So I said it was a 22, so that'd make
22?
it an 18.
And that
Yep.
would miss.
It misses, okay.
Woohoo!
Alright. That ends the Cyclops. That brings us to Katya.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to issue the challenge to Fodor.
Okay. Go ahead
And I'm gonna shout.
Yeah, tell me what you're yelling.
Okay, I'm gonna shout as loud as I can. So brave of Fodor the Great to send his men to attack us instead of facing us himself.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
Nothing?
Gotta roll for it. Okay. Alright. You yell out. I will say, just because of how short that was, you can, that's a free action.
Okay, cool.
And there's nothing you need to roll yet, because you're just yelling this out literally in somebody's doorway.
I don't know which way to shout, so I'm just shouting. Okay. I'll go ahead and throw a chromatic orb at 2nd level. At the Cyclops.
At whom?
The Cyclops.
Cyclops. Okay.
And
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll the spell.
okay. And it's gonna be acid damage if it hits. Oh my lord!
Alright.
Hi!
Ouch.
I think that hits.
That's
No,
pain.
it's too high. It misses.
It's funny. That 20 actually this guy.
Honestly, that's more than
Holy
double his
shit!
HP. Or his, no, not HP, his AC. Okay, so that's 10.
33 points of damage, all acid.
Ouch.
That's a rough day.
That poor Cyclops.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Okay.
That was
That
rough.
was a big hit, though.
Well, let me resolve my
Yes, please.
magic surge first.
Yeah, roll
Before I
that.
do a
let's-
bonus action.
Let's see what this does.
52.
52.
I meant to move before doing this. Oh well. Sorry, Enoch. Oh, great. Can I not have that one happen?
Sure, roll a charisma check. With advantage.
Yeah.
The DC is 17.
I passed.
Pass.
Yep.
You do not go
Thank
deaf.
you. Thank you.
Wait, was that?
He was going to lose hearing for 24 hours.
Yep. And then quicken spell is 2 sorcery points.
We really need to fix your freaky magic.
I'm working on it. This is gonna be Eldritch Blast.
So, well, hold on. I want to say something real quick. Before
Okay.
you go ahead and spend 2 more sorcery points, because remember your bend luck was 2 sorcery points.
Right.
This could end up being a very precarious situation. If nobody answers your call, we'll have limited resources going forward.
Fair enough.
So think about this as you guys are going forward, because this could turn very quickly to a dungeon crawl.
Oh no.
So- Think about
Yeah, I'll
that.
just hold off on that then.
All right.
Based on
That'll
the
bring
size
us-
of the map, yeah.
That'll bring us to the guy in front of Cardin. He's gonna try and attack you.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Oh,
He just misses.
Alright.
Wow.
He just misses on that one. I rolled good. The next one, natural 20. Okay,
Heaven or hell?
Heaven and hell.
right?
Yeet and oof.
All right, so. That would have been 18 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 9 because you decided to rage.
Yep. Because I have
that-
rages.
That'll bring us to John, who is going to smack the Cyclops. He's gonna try and do it real good.
you spanked that Cyclops.
Spanked him. What do we get? 10? He gets to re-roll a d6. Ooh, way better. So that's,
Did you just skip my attacks?
Nope. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Actually, I skipped a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just
Yeah?
retcon all of that. I'm terribly sorry. for whatever reason, I looked up and I just saw why. Oh, because I had something over the top of the first part of the turn order, and the first person I saw was John.
Valor was like, okay.
I mean, if y'all wants to nuke him, alright.
That's fine.
I mean, everybody's fine with John nuking them.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. Valinar.
I want to move up here so I can get flanking.
Sure.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna do second burst, same as the first.
19 hits.
24. Okay.
Ooh, that may not.
That wasn't good.
That is 15 points of slashing. And what is the save on that?
I believe it's 15.
15? Did not succeed.
Ooh.
So he is knocked prone.
Hey. Then I'm also going to bonus action healing word myself
Okay.
at level 1.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
7.
Alrighty. Now it's Cardin's turn.
Okay, Cardin will hit the dude,
Okay.
and he's
hit
going
him
to
good.
reckless attack.
Go for it. Hits.
Hmm.
13, 14, 15, because rage.
Yep, 15. Okay. 12 will still hit.
Oh,
Max
there.
damage.
Where's my damage?
That's
Ouch.
all the damage. That's all the damage.
25 points.
That's 25 plus 2 for rage, 27 points of damage.
No, that was with the
Yeah.
plus 2.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, it's
Yeah.
dead.
You just look over and you see Cardin just go, smack.
You have just carved this thing, kind of almost. You've like cut part of its leg. You cut part of its leg in as it kind of fell to one knee, and as you did, you kind of reverse hand grip, swung, and just from hip to opposite shoulder, just open this thing up and watch as its innards spill onto the floor, kind of in front of you. Now John will go, and John will deal that 12 fire. Holy shite. That's near max damage from John, by the way. That's 6, 9, 14, 26 points of damage from John. From his first swing. Yeah. If he would have rolled a 6 on another d6, he would have had max damage. He was 3 points off from it. Second swing. It's Giants. Ooh, he gets to re-roll 2 d6s this time. Aw, boo. It's a little better. 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 6 fire damage is 17. It is still standing. But not for long. Asta.
Asta hit it.
Oh yeah, I will. Alright, I would
So-
like to use my sharpshooter again.
Shh, go for it.
Alright, what's the modifier again?
So it'd be plus 6. Because you're
Okay.
sharpshootering. So d20 plus 6.
I'm sharpshootering? Okay.
That's what you said you wanted to do. So roll a d20, add 6, beat a 14.
All right, so that's a total of 7.
Oh, wait.
That's a
Uh-oh.
total of
We've
what?
lost.
Oh, there we go.
17.
17 to hit.
Yep.
That'll hit. Your modifiers alone will kill it. How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
How would you like to get this kill?
What do you mean?
Like, how would you like
Describe
the
your
thing
kill.
to die?
How would I like him to die?
Yeah.
How do you
You
want?
Describe your
you can-
finishing blow.
Yeah, you
Describe
can
your
describe your
finisher.
finishing kill here.
Well, how close is he to me, actually? Like,
I mean, you're using a hand crossbow.
You're using a crossbow.
Yeah, you're
Hand crossbow. You're
How
at
powerful?
5
range.
feet from him.
how powerful are my arrows?
I mean, they're pretty strong.
In this case, they are.
Yep.
Like, if I was aiming at his neck, could I behead him?
I wouldn't say you would be. I wouldn't say you'd be able to behead him, but I would say for sure you could shoot straight through his neck.
All right, I'll do that.
All right. So you're watching as everybody's taking these, hitting this guy and hitting him, and you're just like, you level your crossbow and you guys watch as the bolt flies through the center of the neck, almost taking the jugular with it. And you guys hear the sound of shattering bone as the spinal cord and the neck is shattered, and Valinar, you watch as the bolt flies out from behind the Cyclops and embeds itself into the wall on the far side of the chamber here.
Cool.
No, that's a kill.
And that effectively ends combat right here. And this is where we're gonna end it tonight.
I don't
Because it's after
I don't know if I
midnight.
like the term effectively ends it.
We're technically
Me?
you guys are out of combat for now. We'll see how long
We've
that lasts.
Entered the dungeon crawl.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun.
Fuck me.
Cardin happy.
You guys have no
Dungeon
idea.
crawls are mage's worst nightmare.
Oh, speak for
Yeah.
yourself. At least you can get spell slots back.
I mean, yeah, but to be fair, if sorcerers could get back spell slots or sorcery points on a short rest, every other magic class would be obsolete.
Yeah. I mean, I can convert them back and forth, but that's as far as I can go.
Right, but I'm saying, but those are a resource. They're not. You can't get them back
Yeah.
on a short rest. You have to take a long rest to get both of them back, or
Yep.
even just one or the other. Really, if you could get one or the other back on a short rest, sorcerers would be the only magic class to play. Nobody would play anything else because they would be so stupidly broken.
Actually, they'd just be like warlocks. Everybody would want to multi-class as them.
I mean, I don't know about that because sorcerer has a healing subclass now too. So you could,
Oh, really?
you know,
Yeah, Divine
Divine
Soul
Soul.
Sorcerer is an insane heal class.
yeah, it's really good. Because you have all the offensive capabilities of a sorcerer, but you also have all the healing and versatility of a cleric. So it's pretty dope.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty dope subclass. So I want to thank KD for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
Good
that
work.
was awesome. You did great. You made short work of these guards. And you guys have a lot to uncover yet. You guys are currently just in the first, the entry chamber of this dungeon. I can't wait to see how you guys handle this problem. I am terribly sorry, but a lot of the dum-dums are just doormen. I went and looked at half ogres like intelligence and wisdom, and they were both like -2, and I went, oh no.
We just gotta find something that's smarter than Carden.
Good luck.
That's not hard.
It's very hard when you're dealing with giants.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
Carden is maybe just tiny bit smarter than most of them, probably.
Carden has about the same intelligence as some of them. But thank you guys so much for coming out. I will see you guys next week. So you guys have a good night.
1 week.